Hello, hello, hello. What's up tonight, everyone? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Fine Thursday evening to ya all. Good to see ya, good to see ya, good to see ya. Also, happy Pro Tour Guild of Ravnica Eve. We are kicking off Pro Tour tomorrow. I am so hyped. Well, good to see everyone. A little cheeky Pennybot, Kale Bears Live, the only Joe Fish, Turbo Jinx Bank, Old Ben X, Armadillo, Armadillon. Let's go with Armadillon. Zazie, Tinabuzz, Kanzidop, Jivseth, Sire, Cheeks Like a Hua, Super Will, Songs of Dominia, Alas Babylon, the Jokeski. Karnik, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big Soups here for our new subscriber. Oh man, Elephant Tribal. That sounds like a super fun commander deck. That sounds like a Richard commander deck. What's up, Elvin Snag and Top Deck? How's everyone doing this evening? Oh man, I am super hyped. Yeah, it took me a minute, Armandillon, but I got there. Oh, what's up, Clay Drake? How is everyone tonight? Elfzeberg, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big Soups here for our new subscribers. So, all right, on the Pro Tour. Pro Tour is coming tomorrow, and I'm always, well, usually hyped for Pro Tours. There's definitely been some where I've not been as hyped, and I've definitely said that, but I am legitimately very hyped for this Pro Tour, because I feel like we literally do not know what the best deck in the format is, and I feel like there's a lot of weird, potentially interesting surprise decks that could pop up, and from saying stuff like that on social media, I've had Zach Elsick was like, yes, I'm definitely playing something crazy, you're going to want to see it. And Brad Nelson his response was a little cryptic, but the way I took it sounded like he was playing a weird deck too. And not only was he playing a weird deck, he thought it was the best deck in the room. I don't know what these decks are, but I am incredibly excited to see what happens at the Pro Tour. It's going to be so much fun. Did I see a Lee's Omniscience deck? I didn't see the entire list. I saw him tweet about it, but I haven't actually seen the entire deck list yet. So, yeah, I mean, if anyone should be confident, it's probably Brad Nelson. I mean, Brad is legitimately, I would say, the best standard player in the world. Unless he's been passed by his brother. His brother's stats are so good. Corey is super awesome, too. And he has not been doing it for as long as Brad has. So, it's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. I am just amazingly excited for the Pro Tour. Fun people. The standard format is good for once. Limited should be interesting at least. And it's just going to be, a great weekend of Magic. So I will be watching Pro Tour all weekend, doing daily updates. Not going to do round by round updates. That was a little excessive, but every night throw up an article with like the coolest decks that we saw, some things like that. So I'm going to be Pro Touring all this weekend, and if you're not doing anything, you should check it out too. Oh man, Quasi Duplicate. It's coming tonight for Goldfish Gladiators. I recorded it. It's coming up in a few hours, so once we get done streaming, if you're looking to kill time until the Pro Tour, that's the way to do it. So, Quasi-Duplicate Goldfish Gladiators. Anyway, I gotta stop rambling. Let's do our reminders. Let's talk about this sweet Legend deck, and then start playing some Magic. Then we can talk Pro Tour. We just had the Player of the Year finals, the playoffs today. Luis Salvato taking it down, so congrats to him. We can talk about that, talk about whatever else you all want to talk about. So, Pro Tour starts at 9 a.m. Eastern Time tomorrow and goes 9 a.m. Eastern Time Saturday and Sunday as well. So it'll be all weekend starting at 9 Eastern Time. Zephyl MTG, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big Soups here for our new subscriber. So let's do our reminders, starting with Replay YouTube. That's where you can find all the old streams, including this one in the future. Normal YouTube, if you missed it last night, we had some Bolas Tribal on Against Odds, trying to assemble Bolas Tron, and it was pretty sweet. Bolases are really cool, so check that out. We also have Goldfish Gladiators tonight, Commander Clash this weekend, playing some Modern for Mucha Brew on Sunday, doing some Whisper Ooze comboing. So lots of sweet stuff coming up on the YouTube channel. Don't know about the Player of the Year playoff. Wizard should promote it more. Yeah, I was amazed how many people did not know a Pro Tour was happening this weekend. I feel like Wizards does definitely need to amp up their promotion a bit. The sponsor of tonight's stream, and you might have heard of them last stream if you were around, is Taco Ninja Adventure. Taco Ninja Adventure, 3 really cool words all smashed together. Also a game. It is a team-based card game and dice game for 2 to 6 players. It was created by Magic the Gathering players, play tested between games at FNM. The Kickstarter is happening now and you can get a copy of the game shipped to your door for $15. Check it out after the stream at bit.ly/Taco Ninja Adventure game. So thank you so much to Taco Ninja Adventure for supporting the stream tonight. Otherwise, last reminders of the night, then we'll get to our deck. Merch page, if you're looking for a way to support the stream and the channel and the site, check it out. We got tokens and playmats and all that stuff. And of course, donations, always appreciated, certainly not required. $2 or more gets your message read on stream. So with that out of the way, let's talk about the super sweet deck. So tonight we are playing, I called it 4-color historic, then people were like, why is it historic? And I was like, okay, that's a good point. So we're going with 4-color legends. We do care about legends. We have payoffs and things that care about being legends. So in some sense, it's just a powerful good stuff deck, but we do have that theme of legend to take care of some take advantage of some very specific spells. So basically, in the early game, this should be way up here somewhere. In the early game, we are playing treasure maps, playing Azur's Gateways, just to filter and draw. We have some good early game removal, Justice Strike to kill things, Deafening Clarion to kill things, and then on turn 3, 4, 5, up to 6, I guess Response Resurgence is mostly an early game removal spell. Sometimes extra combat steps, just to jank our opponent out. But then on turns 3, going up to turn 6, we're looking to play some really powerful legends, one after another after another. Solo Gamer, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big soups here for our new subscriber. So we start off with Captain Lannery Storm. It might look weird, but treasures ramps us into our bigger thing. It works well with our treasure maps, a way to fuel our treasure map. So it's kind of sneaky good. Plus, it's a cheap legend. And since we are playing Yawgmoth's Vile Offering, we are playing Urza's Ruinous Blast, we are playing Jaya's Emulating Inferno, we really want legends on the battlefield. We need our legends to be able to cast our really busted, powerful legendary sorceries. Also History Benalia, just because it's a really good card. It's just so efficient for what it does. Not really legendary. That's part of why I wanted to call it historic, because technically History Benalia is historic, our Planeswalkers are historic, our artifacts are historic. Outside of our couple of instants and sorceries, every permanent in our deck is historic. So anyway, so that's the plan. Captain Lannery Storm, and then we have Shalai and Aurelia in the 4-drop slot, Lyra in the 5-drop slot, and then our big Planeswalkers to close out the game, Karn, Scion of Urza, also a Vraska Relic Seeker. So basically 4 colors of legendary good stuff, good removal, legendary sorceries, Planeswalkers, and basically just hoping to smash our opponent with really powerful cards. Vile Shrew for the 2-year resub says, thank you for all the great content. Looking to be as good of a content creator as you are one day. Keep leading by example. Thank you so much, Vile Shrew. Welcome back to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. What's up, Cirrus? How are you tonight? And then sideboard-wise, in the sideboard, is it just weird Boros Angels? I mean, sort of. We have angels in it. So I guess there are some similarities to Boros Angels, but outside of the Angels and I guess History of Benalia, it's a lot of stuff that would not be found in Boros Angels. Sideboard wise, we have a ton of options in different colors. Duress for the control matchup, Deathgorge Scavenger for graveyards and life gain, Knight of Autumn to be a Rex Sage and life gain, Vraska's Cadet to deal with Planeswalkers and the such, more Urza's Ruinous Blast because it's so brutal in some matchups, Angrath for the slower matchups, Tristani for more life gain, a Banefire to deal with counter spell decks, and another Jaya's Emulating Inferno. So that's a plan. We are basically playing sweet stuff of many different colors and hoping it works out. So let's give this deck a shot and see how it actually plays. Thank you for the cheers, by the way. Hey, what's up, Hif Blue? How are you tonight? I'm glad you made it. Is the stream showing offline? You probably can't hear this, but if you do for some reason hear it, try refreshing. That should take care of it. Can we get Kamal's Druidic Vow for against odds? That could be a fun one. Basically, Legendary Genesis Wave. And let's try Competitive Constructed. Four color, historic / legends. Have a couple of other random decks built, so if this goes horribly wrong, I built the counterburn deck. I haven't been able to play it yet, but that was one we were thinking about playing before, so we could try that. Yeah, Wrath Compassion seems like it could be really sweet. Our mana is already pretty questionable, so I don't know if going up another color is a good... Ooh, okay. So we have lots of tap lands, but we have lots of card filtering and a sweeper. We'll try this. I mean, hopefully we just draw a untap land to get down a gateway next turn, but this is fine. Do I prefer spending gold to buy boosters or... Yeah, it's an untap land. Or play tournaments? Yeah, let's just Azur's Gateway, pass the turn. So, I'm not sure what the right thing to do is. I'm in a weird situation because I have to do stuff for content, so I have not been as on top of, like, what's the exact most efficient way to... Yeah, we're just going to kill this. What's the exact most efficient way to build your collection? So I'm not 100% sure. I usually use gold for entering tournaments, but I wouldn't say 100% that that's correct. You should play the Drake combo deck you posted recently if you scrub out with this. Ooh, I haven't built that one yet, but it does seem like a really fun deck. I would be down with trying that deck at some point. I don't know how successful it'll be. It's definitely super spicy. Alright, let's go down a land. Play Sun Petal Grove. Run out our treasure map. Pass the turn. Yeah, drafting is a really good way, especially if you're somewhat decent at draft. Is the audio twitching? Is anyone else having audio twitching issues? I can't hear it. I hope the audio's not twitching, but I don't really know on my end. Using the Boros Guild Kit as a starting point, ended up with Modern Boros Angels. Ooh, that sounds sweet. Branchwalker, sure. Modern Boros Angels. That looks pretty fun. Got some good goblins in there, too. Opponent. Getting in. Yeah, we'll take it. I would assume our opponent, if they're going to kill something, will kill Azur's Gateway, but... Alright, scry with treasure map. See what we find. Rootbound Crag to the bottom. Arch of Araska. Huh. Ha ha ha. Well, let's... Azur's Gateway. We do need to find some action at some point. Are we ever getting music again? That is a really good question, and I don't know. I would hope that eventually yes, but I can't guarantee it, unfortunately. Alright, let's Lannery Storm. Go to combat. Yeah, I think we're going to attack. If our opponent trades with Branchwalker, that's fine. We get a treasure out of the deal at least. Alright, I'm glad the audio is good. That is good. Well, if you ever have problems with Twitch, because Twitch does get weird and buggy sometimes, most of the time just refreshing fixes the issue. I missed Freak Fandango Orchestra too. I'm still really hopeful that I can... Oh no, that's a Vraska. I'm still really hopeful that we can get it working again at some point. Opponent. Gonna blow up our gateway. Well, scry with treasure map. Lannery Storm. Alright. That can attack Vraska. Assuming our opponent attacks. So we lose Azur's Gateway. Curix, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Oh, please attack us. Oh, thank goodness. Big soups here for our new subscriber. That's actually a really big swing in our favor. So now we get to flip treasure map before something goes wrong. Justice Strike actually doesn't kill much. To the graveyard. Or to the bottom. Play Lannery Storm. Go to combat. Attack Vraska. Snipe the Vraska. Yeah, we get a treasure. We have to sack a treasure for no real value. Yup. Hit our opponent. Wow, Thanos with the new donation, $50 donation. Yeah, let's also... I don't want to shock ourselves. Let's just play this treasure map. Yes, I know. We should have sequenced this better to pump Planetary Storm for value, but play treasure map. Play Sacred Foundry. Pass the turn. Our new donation, $50 from Thanos. Good to see you, by the way, Thanos. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Says, I lied on Twitter about not donating so I could buy UMA boxes. You should buy one too. Well, Thanos, I really want a UMA box, so I will put that donation to good use and pick up a box. I definitely want one because they look awesome. Thank you so much for the donation. Yeah, that's what we should have done. We should have played... We should have cracked the clue and played treasure map earlier to get advantage from... or not waste a treasure, essentially. Alright, opponent passes. We get to draw cards, but can we stabilize? So, scry with treasure map. Mountain to the bottom. Do not want that. We draw... And Lyra is a good stabilization card. Sack a treasure, draw a card. They could have another Chupacabra type effect, but let's see what we find. History of Benalia. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. Oh, we're doing that all on our draw step. Alright, play Lyra. Hope for the best. No Assassin's Trophies. Baby Ditka, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big soups here for our new subscriber. Yeah, I mean, they very well could just kill it. Go Gary does have a lot of removal. We're not literally dead on board, but if we... Okay. Opponent's going deep. Kills their own Chupacabra. They must have Find Finality. They're going to find Finality to get back Chupacabra and kill Lyra? Yeah, alright. Chupacabra Branchwalker. That does work. That does work. Chupacabra comes down. Man, we are getting close to being dead. Oh, this is going to be so close. The one saving grace is that GP Prague is relatively close to me, and they changed the format to Ultimate Masters. Yeah, those GPs are going to be super fun. I think it's Vancouver and Prague, right? Or the two. Opponent gets in. Yeah. Down to 5. We did not get a scry. So, let's scry with treasure map. Do not want the land. Draw with treasure map. This is a matchup where Urza's Ruinous Blast is pretty sweet. Ooh, Deafening Clarion. That's interesting. Play the... We keep doing this on our draw step. Play the Swamp. Play... This might get us out of it. So, Deafening Clarion. Sweep most of the board. And then History. Staying alive. Just barely. The Grumbler, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big soups cheer for our new subscriber. Refuse to call it Magic Fest. Yeah, the name, I mean, the name is a little hit or miss, I will admit. Man, we have some pretty good draws if we can find them. Opponent explores into a land. Branchwalker. They're building a pretty lethal looking board, though. Yup, into a Chupacabra, leaves it on top. Attacks. Well, we will block. Stay at 5. Land tapped. And a Llanowar. Alright, we need a big draw. We need a big draw here. So let's scry with treasure map. Justice Strike. That does not... So we kill this 3, 4, 5. We still die? PM Cleroy, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big Soups here for our new subscriber. Actually, we might have to keep this and also draw something else. Yeah, I think that's what we got to do. So keep Justice Strike. But we have to find something else to go with it or we're dead. So draw Justice Strike. Sack a make a knight. Sack a treasure. Come on, we need a top deck here. Something. Shall I? Well, I mean, maybe. Play Shall I? Pass the turn. They still have the Chupacabra, though. Oh boy, we're just barely hanging on. Thank you, Satan Saver. Hey, what's up, Dodo McGee? How are you tonight? Yeah, there's the tubes. The green-black deck is pretty good at finding what they want, since they have just like a million Explorer creatures. Opponent. Oh. Well, opponent just had everything. Alright, well. Yeah, that was a pretty good removally hand for our opponent. Did we mention Mox Ambers? We are not playing Mox Amber. Mox Amber, I haven't found it to be that good, honestly. The problem is the legends are just so expensive. Like, I guess if we have exactly Captain Lannery Storm, it adds mana starting on turn 3. Otherwise, it's usually like turn 4 or even later. So by that time, extra mana, I guess, is okay, but it's not as exciting as when you play 2 1-drops on turn 1 or something. John Stormblast, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big Soups here for our new subscriber. Well, thank you, Happy Tom. If I'm known as the most polite Magic player, I'm fine with that nickname. What do you think about Primal Amulet and that Rakdos Punisher deck you were playing a week or so ago? I think it would probably be too slow. I don't know if that deck really wants to... Like, by the time you play Amulet and flip Amulet, I'm assuming that Justice Strike actually seems to whiff a lot in this matchup. It seems weird to cut, but cut the Justice Strikes. Go up Urza's Ruinous Blast. Go up, like, Trostani is pretty good. Deafening Clarion, probably a necessary evil. We might just run it like that. Deathgorge Scavenger is pretty good too. Maybe we go down... Yeah, let's go down 1 Captain Lannery Storm, 1 Deafening Clarion for 2 Deathgorge Scavengers, and just try it exactly like that. Tanos with a gift sub to Happy Tom. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big Soups here for our new subscriber. Yeah, Black Spell's not super easy to cast, although our treasures do help. Alright, this hand is pretty fine. Our mana's good, we got filtering, we kind of have a threat. This is about what we're looking for. I feel like this is a matchup where, in theory, Urza's Ruinous Blast can just straight up win us the game. Forest for our opponent, Llanowar. Ugh. Ugh. Not Llanowar. Well, that's Gateway. Pass the turn. Off to the fast start. I've been playing Standard Red and added a few shocks. It has been surprisingly good on Arena. Yeah, I think that deck is actually pretty good. Mills, looking for lands. Well, play Clifftop Retreat. Play Captain Lannery Storm. Go attacking. Get a treasure. Opponent takes it. Alright, that's fine. Pass the turn. Aurelia's pretty good. Why not use Ritual of Sense? The mass wipes most of the Golgari decks. Boris Rini only hits Lannery and 2/2 tokens. For the mana fixing, you could have used the artifact from the last set that makes lands tap for whatever. Yeah, I mean, if you want to go 5-color, that could be a pretty good idea. That might be necessary. Alright, opponent's trying to find lands, having moderate success. Well, opponent hits us. Alright, no loot. Let's just untap, draw. Play Sun Petal Grove. Play Aurelia. Go to combat. Target El Capitan. And yeah, we might as well get in. We can't really block with it anyway. At least we're continually making treasures. We're a friendly chat. We really are. And you all are awesome for that. Like, it really is so super amazing of you. Because there's been this big conversation on Twitter about Twitch chat. And I'm always so proud. What's up, awesome dude? Good to see ya. I'm always so proud because our chat is just so... You all are so awesome. Like, really. You really are. It makes it so much more fun. Like, we rarely have any problems with chat, and that's because all of you are super sweet. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I think there's been a couple of weird, rare times where random, like, troll person has shown up, but even that is very few and far between, especially when we often have, like, 1,500, 2,000 people. Super amazing. You all just, thank you so much. Give yourself a round of applause. I always found that like to be the cheesiest line. Oh my god. What are we doing now? We could Lyra. We'd have to sack treasure. I guess that's fine. We're not really doing anything with our treasure. Yeah, let's just Lyra. Whatever. Lyra you. Major Tuna, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big soups here for our new subscriber. This also gains us life. Oh yeah, this is really good. Lyra's pretty powerful. Yes, Angel Lord text, relevant, gain some life, pass the turn. Erdfog, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big soups here for our new subscriber. Heart to you as well. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And about it, they've had enough. I mean, there was like a mana, so that's mostly why. But have you tried the Brainstorm Merfolk in Standard Dredge? I have not. In theory, I like the idea of it. Being able to put like Creeping Chills back on your library seems really good. 4 mana is kind of a lot, and it's not that powerful of a card unless you're stuck with Creeping Chills in hand. So I don't know if it's... the question is, how much does that come up? Like, we can discard the Creeping Chills to jumpstart cards, so is planning for the situation of putting them back on top, is that really worth it? I don't know if that's that... Like, it's good, but I don't know if it's worth slots in the deck to upgrade from just discarding them and maybe shuffling them back in with Wand to actually playing a card just to put them from our hand on top of our deck. Turbo Shrek, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big soups here for our new subscriber. All channels which care about their community and try to shape in a way that communicate with each other are cool like this chat. So good job to you and Goldfish Crew too. Oh, thank you, Prowalintruun. Are you able to cast Yawgmoth's Vile Offering consistently? Yeah. I mean, the treasures really help. Like, Captain Lattery Storm, it looks weird and janky, but the treasures actually are a pretty big deal. MTG is mothing for the 3rd month in a row. Awesome 3 months. What do you think about mission briefing to help pay alt costs on Archive Trap? Is it workable? I mean, yeah. It seems like that could be workable. Man, they never miss on those Llanowar Elves, do they? 100%er. Well, this hand, it's good, but it's a little slow. Tanos with a gift sub to Protein Schwing. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big soups cheer for our new subscriber. Opponent passes. Well, Clifftop Retreat go. I mean, starting next turn, we get to play powerful things. We'll see if it's fast enough. Forest of our opponent. Vraska. All right. Yup. Ticks up. Passes. Well, play Clifftop Retreat. And powerful thing number 1, History of Benalia. Our opponent can kill it with Vraska, potentially. Do I have a goldfish? I do not currently have a goldfish. I won one at a carnival once when I was a kid, and I think it lived for like probably a day or 2 before it died. Carnival goldfish are not good goldfish in general. That's one thing I learned. What about an ATO with Zer's Weirding? Yes, we actually tried to play a deck involving Zer's Weirding, and it was bugged on Magic Online. Ooh, Deafening Clarion. Do we attack Vraska? I think we do. Do we sweep the board? Big Vraska could come down, and Big Vraska is annoying. What do we do here? Ooh, Phoenix Tribal could be a fun against the odds. That could be a super sweet one. I do not have any pets at the moment, unfortunately. Are we attacking or are we defending our Karn? Alright, well, play Rootbound Crag. Go to combat. I think we're going to attack. Attack Vraska. Opponent has removal. Well, I mean, play card. Dig it up. Ooh, Ruinous Blast! Give us that Ruinous Blast! Oh man, Ruinous Blast is so sweet. And we got a card and a handful of legends? That's what we wanted to see. Oh, alright. They give us a treasure map, that's fine. Oh man, no big Vraska. Play some random dorks. Just play some random dorks. Not a big Vraska. Alright, that's a random dork. Okay. Branch Walker. Are we just gonna ruin their day? Literally? Ruinous Blast it away? Opponent. Karn. Karn. Yup. Down to 2. Sacrifice. Draw. Yeah, the Karn advantage is pretty good. Opponent passes. I don't even think we need to... Like, I think we don't need to Urza's Ruinous Blast yet. I think we can... Deafening Clarion. Yeah, Deafening Clarion. Sweep the board, gain some lifelink. Play a Plains. Treasure map. But we are gonna tick down Karn for Ruinous Blast. Yeah, I really want Ruinous Blast in hand. Like, just in case they Vraska's Contempt or something. Oh, can I start the deck plugin? Yes, I can. I knew I was forgetting something. Alright, hang on 1 second. Free promo. Taco Ninja Adventure. Kickstarter going on now. Alright, starting Deck Master. I think I realized I have to wait till after I start Arena to start it, which makes it a little clunkier. Alright, we should be good. Alright. Opponent just played Llanowar. Well, let's tick up our Karn. Find something. So it should be starting or working now. Land. That's fine. We get a land. Play a land. Play Trostani. Make some dorks. Pass the turn. Alright, Kentmer. I will try to avoid changing. If you want to see the deck, easiest way is just !deck. We'll take you to it. I haven't got another system set up for it yet, since we removed the overlay for Arena streams. Still use the overlay for Moto streams, though. Opponent. We do need to keep this from ultimating. When does this ultimate? 9. Huh. Well, maybe we can scry... How do we deal with this Vraska? Well, scry with treasure map. History of Benalia. 1, 2, 3. Well, maybe we keep that. Let's keep History of Benalia. Take up Karn. Ooh, Deafening Clarion 2. And a Ruinous Blast. This still doesn't get us out for butter this Vraska, though. Hey, what's up, Zyre? Good to see ya. I do miss Panharmonicon. That's number 1. How do we not die to Vraska? Opponent ultimates, then we just can't ever get hit by a creature? Oh, play a forest. Play Shalai. Play... So if they removal spell this, they need a lot of removal spells. Let's play History of Benalia. I guess we're just going to have to play through this Vraska emblem. I do not like that plan, but we don't really have another choice. Yeah, we have to make sure we don't get hit by a creature for the rest of the game, which maybe we could actually do with this hand. It's not impossible. Huh. Opponent sweeps the board. Interesting. Well, I don't know why our opponent swept the board. We were... Oh, opponent's just not interested in ultimating. Okay. Well, that's fine. Opponent just gave up on the Vraska. Well, that's treasure map. Mountain to the bottom. That went pretty well. Take up Karn. Ooh, couple of Lannery Storms. That's not the worst. Play Lannery Storm. Attack Vraska. Hit Vraska. Play the land and History of Benalia. And pass the turn. We might just be out legending this deck. We might be. Yeah, that was a very strange turn. Opponent, Chupacabra. Maybe they have like another Fine Finality and want to get stuff back. Still, ultimating Vraska, that's a lot of pressure for the rest of the game. Opponent's going to continue to kill things. Ooh, Deathgorge Scavenger. Well, let's attack Vraska. I think we're just beating our opponent with card advantage at this point. Take up Karn. Deathgorge is pretty good here. Lyra and land. Play a land. Play Deathgorge. Eat a Chupacabra. And then make our opponent sad. Another Lyra. Stop on our opponent's upkeep. Pass the turn. Yeah, let's flip treasure map. I don't use the auto tapper when I'm playing multiple things in a turn very regularly. Because if you use the auto tapper when you are playing multiple things, the odds of losing are fairly high. I use the auto tapper when I have a simple turn, when I'm just playing one thing. I think it's awesome and great for that. But when I'm playing multiple things, I tend to not do the auto-tapper plan. Huh, alright. I would love to get this Lyra off the battlefield. This Lyra, or Vraska. This Vraska is being obnoxious. Saxalan draws a card. Esper Legends. Ooh, let me take a look. Land anywhere else for our opponent. Sure. Alright, I think the line is take down Karn for Lannery Storm. Deafening Clarion. Sweep the board. Lannery Storm. Sack a treasure, draw a card. Pump Lannery Storm. And now we finally get to kill this Vraska. Oh, thank goodness. That Vraska had been out there way too many turns. We are playing 4-color Legends tonight, Helix. How are you this evening, by the way? Play the land. Pass the turn. Alright. I think we're in pretty good shape. Hey, thanks for stopping in, Taunos. Definitely appreciate the donation. Thank you, thank you. GA Light Ranger for our opponent. I mean, I feel like we should be in pretty good shape. Vraska's Contempt. Alright. That'll get rid of our Karn eventually, perhaps. What are my feelings about the deck? I like the deck. Oh, let me see. Meat Gaming. Oh, I also missed Esper Legends. Opponent gets back 2 Chupacabras. Never-ending Chupacabras. We draw a History of Benalia. Well, take down Karn. Get the Lyra. So, Esper Legends looks fun. I'm a big fan of Urza's Ruinous Blast. Mono green unsealing. Ooh. Seems like a good Sarkhan's Unsealing build. Sarkhan's Unsealing's really powerful with the right mixture of cards. Glorcall is a spicy addition. I like it. So many Choops. Choops, Choops, Choops for days and days. Well, sack a treasure, draw a card. Pumps Lannery Storm. Go to combat. Attack. I mean, we do have to kill our opponent eventually. Wow, opponent just takes it? Interesting. Well, that's History of Benalia. And also, Death Gorge isn't that great here. Yeah, I guess it's fine. Run out Death Gorge. We're just going to play everything, I guess. Get rid of... I don't even know. Jade Light, I guess? There's not much good in there. Play the land. Play Lyra. Now, let's just play out our hand. If you can choop us, you can choop us. There's a Chupacabra. I mean, they shouldn't be able to kill Karn. They can kill stuff, but they can't kill Karn. Man, Primeval's Glorious Rebirth would be sweet here. Opponent. Thinking. Yeah, this is still our first match. It's just been a really long, epic match. Well, sack a treasure, draw a card. We're playing through most of our deck somehow. More lands. Take up card. Insane Mudab for the 7th month in a row. Still a new subscriber when Seth says it, but hey, it's 7 months. Do you want a colorless list for Commander Clash? Well, Insane Mudab, welcome back to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big soups here for our not new subscriber. 7-month resub. Yeah, I'd love to see a colorless Commander deck. Alright, so now what? We want Karn to remain living. Ruinous Blast kills a lot of our stuff. We know they have a Chupacabra. I'll go to combat. Let's just attack with Lannery Storm. get a treasure. Opponent blocks. We'll hit our good cards eventually. Play Overgrown Tomb. Like, we got some really big, powerful stuff that we can still draw into. Gorelord for the 4th month in a row. Attention all Modern players. Seth played a league and needs your help. In order to 5-0 with 5-color Panharmonicon, he needs to beat 4 Tron decks by turn 1 Blood Mooning them. In order to do so, he will need Rituals and Spirit Guides. Oh, opponent finally gets rid of our Karn. Boo! Boo! Hiss! Oh, thank you so much for the resub, Gorelord. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. Well, Pump the Knights. Sack the treasure, draw a card. Man, we're going to play through our literal entire deck. Ooh, Aurelia. Alright, play Aurelia. Go to combat. Pump a Knight. All attack. Eat Chupacabra. I mean, we're kind of maybe pulling ahead. Play the Temple Garden. We got to be getting through our lands past the turn. Hey, Seth, I asked you before, and I don't know if you saw my question. Have you ever thought of playing Belthor the Defiled in Commander? Ooh, I didn't see your question before, but I haven't. I think Belthor is a sweet card, but I've never really built a Commander deck around it. That could be a good idea. Gorkal Compi, ooh, Essence of the Wild. That's a, oh my god. Oh my god, the infinite lands. That's a pretty spicy deck, Coco's Homebrews. Ooh, that's good though. Well, play Karn. Take it up. I mean, sooner or later we're going to find our powerful stuff. We're getting through our entire deck. The law of averages. Shalai is actually pretty sweet with this much mana. Play Temple Garden. Tapped. Go to combat. Attack, attack. Eat a Vraska. Opponent takes it. All right, pass the turn. Pass the turn. Things are shaping up. Ooh, Carnage Tyrant. Well, that's what Urza's Ruinous Blast is for. Opponent's out of cards. Yeah, get in our card. You do that, opponent. And I think that's game. I think that does it. Urza's Ruinous Blast is going to send our opponent back to the Stone Ages. Sack a treasure. Yeah, draw a card. Good lord. Shalai. Let's just tick up Karn again. Tick up Karn. More Ruinous Blast. Go to combat. Attack. Eat Chupacabra. Yep. Gain some life. Yeah, we're still... Yeah, we can spend the treasure for the blast, so we don't waste it. Ruinous Blast. See you later, Carnage Tyrant. Woo! And then we get to play a treasure map. We're just going to scry right now. And then we can just pass. Oh boy, more lands. All right, pass the turn. We have a new donation. Zattercack. $5 donation. Hey Seth, I sent you an email about this brew, but I was wondering if you could take a look. It's been working out pretty well for me in testing. Ooh, let me take a peek, Zattertech. Thank you so much for the donation. Opponent's had enough? Scooping it up. Memorial. Gets back Jade Light. They're putting up the fight. Persistent Company. Yeah, if you've sent me an email with a deck list, I probably still potentially have it. I know there's a bunch that are, well, I guess we'll keep, do we really want to keep that? And no. To the bottom. I know that there's a bunch that I still have to get to. Persistent Company. This one actually seems familiar. It definitely looks, it looks sweet. I like the combos. I like the infinite persist, infinite damage combo. Plus you get to slot in Solemnity Unlife, which is a good way to lock people out of the game. Yeah, I like it. It looks good to me. Thank you, Zadarek. Oh, and there's our Vraska too? Oh, that's even better news. So let's go to our main phase, take down Karn, take Shalai, play Shalai, play Vraska, Vraska, kill Jade Light, play the land, pass the turn. Yeah, I think this one's about over. Even with the Carnage Tyrant, we can just ruin his blast again. An opponent, they know what's happening, they know it's over, and that is Legends grinding out Golgari. Like, we just ground them literally into the dust. That was pretty good. Urza's ruined his blast. Still a pretty powerful card in some matchups, and Golgari is one of the matchups where it really shines. Hey Seth, what do you think about the fact that arguably the best skilled from the set, Golgari, is one where the theme mechanic is almost absent from competitive decks? I don't think it's all that surprising. If you look at mechanics in Magic sets, not all of them are actually that constructed playable. Like, a reasonable amount of mechanics, they might show up on a push like Mythic or Rare, but a reasonable amount aren't really that prevalent. And, I mean, we have seen a little bit of Undergrowth. Azoni has shown up from time to time. Cruel Foragers, the life gain one. I've played that in sideboards. I've seen other people play it in sideboards, so, yeah. Alright, wow. Huh. What do you do with 3 Aurelias? We technically can't cast anything in our hand, and we have 3 of the same legend somehow. Aureliatron! Ha! Kenobi says, hey Seth, your content is by far the best on the internet. I can hear the excitement and passion in your voice when you're talking about the games. Thank you so much, Kenobi. Definitely appreciate it. Yeah, I guess we gotta mulligan that. We can't keep mono Aurelia. Alright. Well, if we find a land on top, this hand could be good. Especially with Lannery Storm getting us treasures. Ugh. Well, that's a tap land. We still got to keep it, though. Well, this is going to be a somewhat slow start. Land, go. Opponent. Uh-oh. Mono Blue Tempo. Mono Blue Tempo is a pretty rough deck to play against. Land, go. The deck is super consistent with the combo, with 8 sack outlets, 10 infinite persist enablers, and 7 persist creatures. Yeah, it seems like it should be pretty good at setting up the combo Zedarak. Opponent. Island. I guess there's some chance it's a Is It deck. Probably not, though. Probably our opponent is countering our stuff. Open the vault. Yes, I guess sooner or later we're actually going to have to open the vault. That's one of the things we're just going to have to do. Alright, there's this Iron Storm Tamer. Well, that's not bad. Temple Garden, untapped. Lets us Captain Lannery Storm. And start attacking and ramping. Get a treasure. Hopefully our opponent does not have Curious Obsession. That makes things spiral out of control. Down to 18. What's a high floor deck in Modern for new players? Probably something, like if you're talking about high floor, like to be able to consistently do well with at tournaments, probably something like Burn, I would say. Like, the deck, it's hard to play super perfectly, but it's relatively easy to play alright. And with Burn, like, playing alright will win you a lot of games still. Not open it to see how high it could go. That could also work. Opponent. Gets in. Okay. Passes. Well, play Sun Petal Grove. Go to combat. Attack. Well, if our opponent blocks, we sack both treasures, kill Tempest Shin. Yeah, this is kind of a waste, but I think it's worth it. Kill Tempestion. Play Karn. Take up card. Get our card advantage engine running. Alright, Lannery Storm, Overgrown Tube. Opponent untaps. Why do 12 bolt when you can 20 bolt? Yeah, you can never play too many bolts. Yeah, I guess maybe just Verosking would have been... Maybe that would have been a smarter way of going about that. Well, let's tick down. Take Lannery Storm. Rootbound Crag. Lannery Storm. Opponent counters. I'll play Azur's Gateway. Yeah, the Vraska plan, that was probably a punt to do with that. Man, opponent, counter central. All the counters in the West. Okay. I love your comment on the podcast about wanting standard risk cats. I feel like all of the pieces are there except for one good payoff. Really excited for Ravnica Allegiance. Yeah, me too. I think that sack outlets are the biggest thing that's missing at this point. Well, take up card. But I think there's a decent chance that we might actually get there. Treasure Map, Sacred Foundry. We get Sacred Foundry. Play Sacred Foundry, pass the turn. Desi J, welcome to the Fishbowl for the 20th month in a row. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big Soups cheer for our re-subscriber. What's the worst joke I've ever told? I don't know. I probably, if it was that bad, I probably tried to forget it. Yeah, I think we really punted this game by not playing the Vraska. Opponent, attacking. Hits our card. And opponent our opponent's deck has a lot of counters. So we'd like to try to maneuver into a position where That's an interesting draw. Leathery Stranger for the second month in a row. Welcome back to the subscription. Thank you for your subscription. Big Soups here for our new subscriber. Ooh, cherry views. Cherry views are awesome. Ooh. Thank you for the article. Yes, the chair hunt is still on. Those look like some good options, though. Thank you so much. It is still on the list. Well, I think what we do here is start with Deafening Clarion. Try to sweep the board. Opponent. Wizard's Retort. So now we take down card, get treasure map. Overgrown Tomb, untapped, play a card. Take up card. Alright, History of Benalia, that's blockers at least. Maybe we could just grind through this deck. Eventually we're going to need to resolve a sweeper, but your vault, someone might know. Apparently there's like a sneaky way to check your vault. The way I do it is just not open it until it gets to 200% so it stays on screen, but Charticores for our opponent. Land. Passes. All right, so let's... Tick up card. Shall I treasure map? Gives us Shalai. Does that mean they don't have a non-creature counter? I think it might. Let's just Vraska. Yeah, someone in the chat might know. You can see it in like the text files related to Arena. They did not have a non-creature counter, so take up Vraska for a pirate. Play Cliff Top Retreat, play Treasure Map. So opponent has Acid Scatter, we know that. Pass the turn. And now we should be in pretty good shape. We're just going to go over the top, I hope, of Mono Blue. Opponent, another Trickster, staying tricky. The vault is... On Arena, you can only have 4 copies of a card. So as you open extra copies, they disappear and they go into the vault, it's called. And then after it gets to 100%, you get some wild cards. What do you think the odds are of Viscera Seer being printed in as a Rakdos card? I mean, it could. I don't know if it's hard to say the odds of any individual reprint are high, but it is a card that definitely could be reprinted. It's the type of card that I could definitely see being reprinted. Warkite Marauder. Opponent has Essence Scatter. One. Alright, let's just draw. Go to our main phase. Play Aurelia. Opponent counters. Well, that's fine. Shalai is the one we really wanted to resolve anyway. Play Shalai. Make a pirate. Play a swap, pass the turn. Alright, opponent, it's on. It's on. Can you find a way through? I want to thank you for making content that helped me get through some hard times. Well, thank you so much, Mr. Wood. Those are like the best comments. Those are my favorite comments. It really is. Because when you make Magic videos, like, it's fun, and I love people having fun, and I love Magic, and all that stuff is great. But it's nice to know that sometimes it matters, like, in people's lives, too. So thank you, seriously, for the comment. Opponent. Big attack. Yep. Well, we'll just eat your tricksters with our pirates. Vraska takes a bit of a beating. Well, scry with treasure map. Justice Strike. Yeah, alright, we'll keep that. Justice Strike's fine. Draw Justice Strike. Thank you, Nellstone. Definitely appreciate it. Make a pirate. Temple Garden tapped. I guess we might as well attack. We can't block with it anyway, so get in with Shalai. Hit our opponent. Pass the turn. Yeah, I don't know how our opponent wins from here, really. Trickster. Alright. Let's see if we can kill Warkite Marauder. Wow, opponent lets it go. Alright. Yup. That's fine. Yeah, this one should be over. Hey, welcome, MTG Old Noob. Good to have ya. Connolly's take on this deck. I don't know if I did see Connolly's take on this deck. Ooh. Kamal's Druidic Vow. That's definitely some spice. Getting into Vraska. Seems like, I mean, Connolly builds really sweet decks, so seems interesting. I haven't been able to get Kamal's Druidic Vow to work, but yeah, let's just counter and save it. Treasure map. We don't need Shrine number 2. And I think this one's spiraling for mono blue. And yeah, opponent scoops it up! Scoops it up. I love Druidic Vow too. It's just really hard to actually get it to work properly. The legend, having it hit only legends is definitely a bit of a challenge. Mono blue. This feels like maybe a tricky matchup. What do we want against mono blue? Urza's Ruinous Blast is insane if it resolves. Probably go down like Jaya's Emulating Inferno. I think we'd rather just Ruinous Blast. Bring in the 2 Ruinous Blasts. Go down. What can we cut? Maybe 1 Vraska? Is there anything else that we have that's good? I want Glorious Rebirth a bunch of things at once. Yeah, I think with a shout like this, I think you'd have to have more ways to fill your graveyard to make Primeval's Glorious Rebirth work. But it definitely could be powerful, especially if you can play a lot more one of Legends. Yeah, Duress is probably good as well. We got to figure out what we'd cut. If you ever want the deck, just exclamation point deck will bring it to you. Maybe we go down Vial Offering for Duress. Maybe a Lannery Storm for Duress and 1 Treasure Map for Duress. Yeah, seems reasonable. Let's give that a go. Does Chamber Sentry have enough power to be run? I think that there are decks that can take advantage of Chamber Sentry. I don't think this deck particularly wants it because it's not a legend. But I think that it can... I think it is good enough that it can be playable. Well, we got removal, we got sweepers. We can't ask for much more than that. Temple Garden tap, pass the turn. Divigent Vampire Grievous, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big soups here for our new subscriber. Well, play Rootbound Crag, pass the turn. Don't mind this Arch Vraska for the late game. We should have done something different there. Okay. I wanted to kill that end step, but I guess we had already passed the turn or something. Your budget decks allow me to stay in the game. Thanks, Seth. Oh, thank you so much, Sniper. I'm glad they are helpful. Opponent gets in. Yeah, let's Justice Strike it. If our opponent wants to tap out, that's fine. Chef Seth for the 8th month in a row. Welcome back to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big soups here for our new subscriber. There's good old Tempestion. Well, land and Lannery Storm. No attacks. That's kind of a big old Jin. Well, we'll see. There's a Curious Obsession. Oh, life is getting bad. Life is getting real bad. Would you play Mirror Gallery if it were printed in Standard? Probably not in this deck. I think for Mirror Gallery to be worth it, you got to have almost a specific combo you're trying to pull off. I think playing it just for value is kind of rough for the most part. The challenge with that, like with Mirror Gallery, is if you play it and then play a bunch of the same legend and then your opponent kills it, things go wrong in a hurry. Well, go to combat, attack. Yeah, I'm not liking our odds at the moment. Get a treasure. What is your favorite table or playing field design on Arena. Oh man, I actually have not really thought much about it. I don't know if I even have a favorite, honestly. Opponent's gonna counter whatever we do. Well, I guess we Aurelia. I think Shalai is more important to not get countered. There's a counter. Yup. Okay. Opponent untaps. Helm of the Host is kind of like a mirror gallery in a sense. And we have played it before. Helm of the Host is a really fun card to play with. Been trying to fix videos for like 5 minutes because Deckmaster was freaking out. Ooh. Usually with Twitch just reloading helps a lot, but if that doesn't work, we are playing 4-color Legends right now and losing to this Tempestion. What do you think of a Jank Charnel Troll Squee deck? Ooh, Charnel's Troll Squee sounds spicy. Man, opponents just got all counters. Good God. Yeah, opponents on the mono action hand. I'll get him with Lannery Storm. Get a treasure. Hit our opponent. Play Shalai. Wow, resolves. Play Sacred Foundry. Well, pass the turn. Trickster. Yep. I think we're pretty dead. We're 1-0 with 4-color Legends, and we're up a game in this match, but pretty sure we're going to lose this game. Opponent gets in, draws a card, hits us for a bunch. Curious Obsession. That's a brutal, brutal card, unchecked. Yeah, Deafening Clarion. We're probably just going to have to cast 2 Deafening Clarions and hope. But with our opponent having so many cards in hand, unlikely to actually work out. I don't think we can win the race by lifelinking. Wow. All right. Huh. Interesting. What do we do? Yeah, I mean, the mono blue deck is very popular on Arena because it's an ultra budget deck essentially. So Arena, it's challenging to get cards quickly if you're not spending money. So I think this is the deck that people funnel into for This is a deck that people funnel into for their first competitive deck. We play a land. Deafening Clarion. Double up. They could also just dive down, and then we probably definitely lose. Odine13, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. I gotta hope they don't have a dive down. If they're on the Spell Pierce plan, we're pretty good. If they're on the dive down plan, then things are sketchy. What is the pun? I'm confused what the pun is. So we fire off another one. Hope for the best. The other problem is we're down to 1 card. If they got dive down, well, we'll see. We'll see. All right. Opponent has dive down. Well, we did the best we could for having 0 removal. We miss damage. I think that gaining life is better than just dealing damage there. Ha ha. This matchup. It's all about the Curious Obsession. If the opponent has Curious Obsession going, their deck is great. If they don't have Curious Obsession going, then the mono blue deck, pretty beatable. Can we change anything else? Like, Vraska's Contempt and Vile Offering are fine, but you could have played around that. Miss damage and a treasure. I mean, I think lifelink is better than a random attack there, because we're so low on life. With no card draw, we're really at the mercy of our deck. I mean, Knight of Autumn can kill a Curious Obsession. Other than that, it's not very good in the matchup. Ideally, we just kill the creature that has the Curious Obsession. Take out History. History's pretty good. I mean, I guess if we're really desperate, we can go Banefire. All right, we'll try Banefire. It's a lot of mana. Take out History. History's pretty good. I don't know if I really like Knight. Like, Knight, blowing up a Curious Obsession is okay, but killing the creature is much preferable. And apart from hitting a Curious Obsession, it just doesn't really do much. Yeah. Oh. Ball Bags! Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big Soups here for our re-subscriber. 22 months in a row. Absolutely love my Thursdays with a Goldfish stream. Keep up the good work. Well, thank you so much. Well, we can't keep 6 lands. That's not going to cut it. We probably got to keep this. The problem with this slow start, though, is by the time we get to casting stuff, we could have already lost. Well, opponent's going to 5. Gotta keep the land. Well, fingers crossed for no Curious Obsession. Temple Garden tapped. Pass the turn. I mean, if we just curve out and our stuff resolves, this hand is extremely powerful. No Curious Obsessions. No Curious Obsessions. Miss Cloak Herald. Well, Sacred Foundry tapped. No Curious Obsessions. Please, no Curious Obsessions. Oh, man. Well, that's a mull to 5 that's not really a mull to 5. It's a mull to win. Man, that's a good 5-card hand. They scried to the bottom, too, so they probably had both of those in their hand. MTGPS for Blair, welcome to... You gotta be joking. Welcome... I mean, that's the dream mull to 5. That is the literal best 5 you could have in the history of Magic. Well, that was a fun game. Welcome, MTGPS4 player. Thank you for your subscription. Big Soups here for our new subscriber. Yeah, I mean, it's basically concession time. There's no way that we're going to win this game. Well, I mean... the Magic odds not smiling on this match, that's for sure. Wow. Well, if you mull to 5, you want unblockable 1-drop and 2 Curious Obsessions. The arena meta, I think, is more like this in the paper meta. I was trying to find the right word to say. You're much more likely to run into mono blue aggro, mono white aggro, just this constant stream of janky aggro decks on Arena compared to paper Magic Online. At least that's been my experience. And I think it's mostly just to do with card availability issues. Opponent counters. Yeah, there's a Wizard's Retort. I mean, it's pretty much like our opponent didn't mulligan. They mulled to 5 and they were going to have 7 cards in hand. Yeah, it was the best. See, Knight would have been better than History. Maybe? It wouldn't have mattered. If this is the draw, it wouldn't matter. It wouldn't matter what we did. There's no way we win with triple Curious Obsession draw. Alright. Well, sometimes the Magic Gods just claim the victory. Yeah, that's basically the mono blue deck. It is powerful. It's also pretty high variance. Like, if your Curious Obsession doesn't work out, I don't know if I've ever seen the deck really look good or win without Curious Obsession. So if you don't draw Curious Obsession, or if your opponent just kills your Curious Obsession creature, then your deck is really bad. On the other hand, when you stick a Curious Obsession on turn 2, and when you stick 3 Curious Obsessions on turn 3, then it's extremely powerful. One of the best decks in Standard. So there's a bit of variance to it, but it definitely, if you're looking for like a tournament playable ultra budget deck, can do really much better than mono blue. Alright, let's see what we're up against in round number 3. Hopefully not mono blue again. I would prefer not to play mono blue again. It feels like mono blue is probably a less than ideal matchup for our deck too. We don't have that much early game removal. We have 3 Justice Strikes and this 1 Response Resurgence, so we're a little bit skimpy on early game removal. Alright, Clifftop Retreat, go. Opponent. Mountain. Yeah, Nim isn't super sweet. Well, play the forest, play a treasure map. Opponent's playing some sort of mono red. Kind of strange they haven't done anything yet if they're playing mono red. Mountain passes. Well, it keeps getting stranger that they haven't done anything. Play Captain Lannery Storm. Alright, opponent kills it. We do want to hit our lands. Hey Seth, have you ever thought about making a new modern Hardened Scales deck with Pelt Collector and Knight of Autumn? Ooh, I haven't really considered that, but that sounds like a fun idea. Hardened Scales is a really cool card to build around. Come on, land! We need a land. Please, a land. Alright, we found a land. Oh, play Rootbound Crag. Yeah, I guess we just pass. What is this mono red dragons? What are we up against? Oh, Boros? Alright, opponent goes attacking. Yeah, let's just kill this. Response. The Varix. And Demanding Dragon. Alright, so we gotta take some damage. Treasure map. Lyra to the bottom. Land! Give us a land! Alright, that is a land. I'll play Sun Petal Grove, pass the turn. Just keep killing the dragons, play a Lyra, hope that works. Would you put fetches in 12 Bolt if you already have, if you have them already, to thin out lands and for Searing Blaze? If you're playing Searing Blaze, then yes. Or it also helps with Grim Lavamancer. I don't think you want to do it just for deck thinning, but with cards that care about fetch lands, then I think it's a reasonable upgrade. Kill the Demanding Dragon. Opponent. Alright, Chain Whirler. We can deal with that. Down to 14. Well, let's flip this treasure map. Azur's Gateway to the bottom. Has anyone watched the Player of the Year playoff? What did you think of the arena format? Thank you for bringing that up. I was actually going to ask that. If you watched that, what did you think? What did you think of the Player of the Year format? Huh. What are we doing now? Actually, let's just go to our main phase. Play... so many options. Thought it was very bad. I enjoyed it. Yeah, deck winning, a little bit dubious. Or deck thinning, a little bit dubious math-wise. Let's play card. Take up card. Land. Sacred Foundry tapped. Pass the turn. So the playoff format was best of one, but each player had to bring 4 decks. It was very similar to like best of one on Arena, really. It was definitely unique. I'm not sure how big of a fan I am of the best of one idea, but it was cool to see a bunch of different decks. I think best of one is a little awkward in paper. Ooh, Deafening Clarion. That's interesting. Well, let's take up card. If we construct, then our opponent could potentially just Lightning Strike Karn, so I felt like this was the better option. Keep getting lands. Play History of Benalia. Make a knight. Temple Garden and Lyra. And I feel like we're in decent shape now. Pass the turn. Yeah, the no sideboarding. So in the playoff, there was one game where Seth Mansfield was playing, I think, a 18-land Is It Drake deck, and he literally drew 10 lands and lost because of that. So the variance, that's the part that gets me about the best of one format. I think it's sweet to have on Arena as an option if you just want really fast games. Like, not everyone has 20 minutes to play a match. So I think it's a cool format to support, but to have it be... we will sack a creature. Yup. Creature down. That is a demanding dragon still. Opponent gets in at Karn. Yep. Huh, maybe this is bad. Yeah, the playoff actually went on this afternoon. Shav9918, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big soups here for our new subscriber. We draw land. Well, sack a treasure. Please, not more lands. It's a land. I'll play Sacred Foundry. The flood is real. Opponent goes attacking. Well, let's block. Yikes! J Mobman and Swamp Rat, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big soups here for our new subscriber. Aurelia's okay. It's actually not great here. It kind of just dies to Demanding Dragon. I guess it's a blocker? Ooh, alright. That's a little better. Play Shalai. Play Aurelia. Play Temple Garden. Pass the turn. Alright, what do you got, opponent? Runaway Steepkin. Yup, that's fine. That's fine. We might be alright. Opponent. Five, 6, 7, 8. Is there a way this can go wrong? Alright, double block. I mean, if we untap, we get Wrath the board and gain life, and then we should be good. Yes, if you ever want the deck list, just exclamation point deck or deck list. I need to get it up on the stream. That is something that I'm working on, so hopefully that will happen in the near future. Well, sack a treasure, draw a card. Yeah, that is true. That is a reason to pump Aurelia instead. Well, Deafening Clarion. Both modes. Go to combat. Pump. And there's the lightning strike. Well, we're to the top deck wars, but we're top decking lands like a crazy person. Opponent. Vagino Pyromancer down to 7. Man, we have drawn so many lands. Well, play Shalai. Play Temple Garden. Pass the turn. I mean, we're staying alive just barely, but... I don't know. Opponent. Combat. Attacks while we block. Kill Pyromancer. Well, let's put a counter on that Shalai. That's some free value. That worked out. I don't think our opponent realized we could do that. Whoa! Shape Scoop! Shape Scoop! We were at 7, they were at 20! Shape Scoop! Oh, the Shape Scoop! We got him! Oh, we got him with the Shape Scoop. Well, Knight of Autumn's Tristanian. Ooh, you called it, Ketver. That was a Shape Scoop. Because they... Honestly, like, if you ever get that position, and this is something I've had to learn myself, but if you get that position, you don't have to just scoop the game. In all honesty, our opponent was probably still favored to win that game if they had stuck with it and stayed in it, so... Yup. I don't like that you play much more standard arena now. What's up with Modern on MTGO? It's just the natural flow of things, Kleptic. We will be back to Modern on Moto before long. Usually, when a new set comes out, we tend to play a lot of standard. So it's just kind of the natural order of things. But as time goes by, we do get more and more back to Modern. So give it another couple of weeks, few weeks, and it'll be back to more of a normal mix. Well, bring in our life gain stuff. Go down some of our card filtering stuff, I guess, and just... I do like Ruinous Blast. We're running out of time, though. Let's go down Vile Offering for another Ruinous Blast. Run it like that. Honestly, I'm kind of preferring Standard over Modern right now. Modern seems like a mess at the moment. Yeah, I'm expecting that we'll have some more Modern bannings at some point. Because there should be a Pro Tour this winter for Modern. So I'd be pretty surprised if we didn't have... Ooh, this hand's fine. If we didn't have some bannings to shake things up. I think Arena's a lot of fun. That's been my take. Like, I think it's fun and fast and flashy to play. I don't think it'll ever replace Magic Online for me, especially because I really like Modern. But it's definitely a cool thing to have added to the mix. What bans do you expect to have happen? I think the stuff... Ooh, Sarkin. I think the stuff that is closest to getting banned is probably Dredge and maybe KCI. Some of the fast, uninteractive combo decks, I think, are the decks I would most keep an eye out on, which could mean, like, Crack Clan Ironworks, random Dredge piece, things like that. Also, unbannings are a possibility. Goxbar, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big Soups here for our new subscriber. I mean, on the other hand, like, if Dredge and KCI are just dominating the format, unbanning Stoneforge still feels pretty safe. I mean, if you're losing on turn 3 consistently, Stoneforge is not scary in that scenario, especially with so many good, like Umezawa's Jitte being banned in the format. Like, it seems like it would not be problematic. Alright, let's just Archvaraska Trostani. This is better against Demanding Dragon, since we can sacrifice a random token. Opponent might be trying to set up a big Varix, but... Birthing Pod I don't think can be unbanned. I think we'd see the, like, Vizier Druid combo decks and stuff like that, which are already good. I think we would see them just become dominant if you had Birthing Pod to set up those creature-based combos. Alright, there's a kick Varix. Yup. Well, that was expected. Ooh. Double Justice Strike? That seems reasonable. Justice Strike Varix. Justice Strike Varix token. Kill Sarkin. Gain some life, and Trostani from the sideboard. Looking pretty good. I have not seen mono red dragons. I've seen a lot of multicolored dragons, but opponent's playing a unique take on this. The Justice was very swift and pretty effective. Oh man, don't make Boggles great again. We do not want Boggles to be great again. Ooh, Tajik. Alright. A little bit less scary when you got a Trostani and the board's empty, but opponent gets in. Yup. Sure. Shocks a token. Ah, Boggles. I didn't realize there were so many Boggles players in the world. Yeah, I guess we get on Justice Strike. Play Shalai. Go attacking. And I mean, this one's pretty over. We're pretty close to just straight up killing our opponent. 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14? If we take an extra combat. Trostani is super good if you run into Theft of Sanity, that's for sure. We've been getting wrecked by Theft of Sanity, so definitely some nice upside there. Opponent. Passing. Well, let's loot. Get rid of the land. Untap. Yeah, this is fine. Let's just Lyra. Gain a ton of life. Get a sweet animation. Most importantly. Attack, attack. Have you considered a Tragic Poet Teshar Saga loop for Against the Odds? What did our opponent do? Oh, first strike? Alright. Yeah. I guess we shouldn't have attacked with that. I don't think it really matters, but... Alright. I've seen a couple of decks like that. I haven't actually really built one yet. But it seems like it could be a fun against odds deck. Teferi of Sanity? I think we got there. Well, this went well. Huge lifelinking angels. Apparently good against aggro decks. Who would have guessed? Whispering Ooze combo is coming for Much A Brew on Sunday. So it's coming. Okay. Justice Strike. All right. Combo. Oh, man. Combo kill. Combo kill. We're going to get a combo kill. So go to combat. Attack. Oh, no. You got to cast it first main. I've never cast Resurgence before. You got to cast it first main phase. This card is so... Why is this card worded as it is? Does anyone know? That's so weird. I think every one of these effects that's ever been made works the opposite of this one. Maybe I'm missing one exception, but in general, these effects work exactly the opposite of how this one works. I wonder why it's made the way it is. I'm very curious. I'll take up guard. Yeah, it was definitely a pun. I've never actually cast that card before, and I assume it worked like other extra combat, but it doesn't actually give... It doesn't untap your creatures. It gives them Vigilance and First Strike. So if you don't cast it first main phase, like you could cast it second main phase, but your creatures are going to be tapped already. So it doesn't actually do anything if you cast it second main phase. I mean, we could have done it, but our creatures would already be tapped. Yeah, that's the problem. Normally those effects are like untap all your creatures, there's another combat step, but this one gives them Vigilance. So you have to cast it first pre-combat main phase or else you lose most of the power. Well, regardless, despite a pun, and we will not make that one again, because apparently I read the card now, so... despite the pun, up to 2-1. Not bad, not bad, 4-color Legends. Sneaking by. Before we jump into the next round, a reminder. The sponsor of tonight's stream is Taco Ninja Adventure, and they are kickstarting a brand new game. It is a card and dice game for 2 to 6 players made by Magic the Gathering players and play tested between games at FNMs. Kickstarter is going on now, and you can get a copy shipped to your door for just $15. Check it out after the stream at bit.ly/Taco Ninja Adventure. So thank you so much to them for their support. Game looks sweet, and the name is definitely sweet. Who does not like tacos, ninjas, and adventures? I want tacos too, and a ninja. I made a Boros equipment deck in Standard for Arena. Ooh. Haven't had too many successful equipment decks in Standard for a while now. Equipment used to be a lot more powerful. I feel like the power is now going to vehicles, or at least it was. We'll see if vehicles continue to be powerful. Apparently will not. I would be surprised if we have vehicles on Ravnica. Maybe in the last set, like Bolus's bus or something. That would be sweet. What does Bolus drive? Speaking of Bolus, we played it on Against the Odds on the YouTube. If you haven't seen it, it was fun. Bolus Tribal. Yeah, we'll keep this. That's fine. When is the next viewer-submitted Commander Clash? I'm tired of Tomer winning. Well, you just wait. You just wait. Sometimes people that never win games. The Bolus Buzz. I really want that to be a card now. Oh, man. So, when will the next viewer submitted week be? Probably in a couple of weeks. We should do another one soon. We're actually, like, creeping up towards the end of the season. Because we usually go... alright. We usually go about 25 episodes, and we're up to, like, 19 or something. So, just before... I think, like, just before Christmas? Sometime, like, mid-December. Oh, man. Untap land! Untap land, for the love of God! Untap land. Oh, my God. So many tap lands. Well, alright. No Veraskas. We can sweep your board next turn. Just play a nice Explorer creature. Give us a Jade Light. Something like that. Tap land. Yes! Oh, that went perfectly. Oh, thank goodness. Deafening Clarion. Wow, that was close. If they had grown that Wild Growth Walker, we might be in trouble. But now, life is good. Would Darkblade Reforge be good in this deck? Or Darkblade Reforge? Maybe? We do kind of have legends. I've seen Connolly's been messing around with Squee and Blackblade Reforge. We'll have to try that deck, or a deck like that at some... Whoa. The saddest tubes. Okay. They must have another one in hand? Huh. Well, I mean... Yeah, let's Lyra. You just played your Chupacabra. Hopefully you don't have another one. Oh, the opponent said nice. Oh, you can't see it. It's under the chat. Our opponent's name is Bolas. Bollaas. I'm going to have to... How do I ask them about their buzz? Where's the buzz emote? Ooh, let me see you stop, like, man. Boros buffs. Alright. Vraska's Contempt. Well, that's better than having it killed by a Jubes. There are some pretty sweet equipment creatures. I also like the budget friendliness of the deck. That looks like a fun deck. Definitely have some good payoffs for putting equipment on. The equipment themselves, a little bit so-so. They're not bad. Blackblade Reforge, a little bit clunky with Champion of the Flame, but that looks like a pretty sweet budget deck, Stoplight Man. Alright, what are we doing now? Alright. Captain Lannery Storm. Go attacking. Get some treasure. History of Benalia. Gonna want some of our card draw stuff at some point. What do you think the standard Reg deck, or do you think the standard Reg deck is legit good? What decks do you want to see perform well at the Pro Tour? So I think the standard Reg deck is at least reasonable. I don't know if it's like a tier 1 deck, but I think it's at least, it's way better than I would have guessed a standard Reg deck would be. Let's go with that. Like, I think it's actually playable and reasonably good. As far as the Pro Tour, I really just want to see spicy stuff. If we're seeing, like, I don't mind really any of the decks right now. As far as watching them, they all still feel pretty fresh and exciting. So I'm not going to, like, complain about any of the decks. Opponent decides to block a Knight. Alright, play Temple Garden. Pass the turn. Come on, something big! We need something big. I guess it lets our opponent sack a land to get back Choops. Whatever. Yup. Sure. But I'm really hoping we see something spicy. I will have to try to make a Bolas's bus emote now. When will Tomer upgrade the other Commander 18 precons? I need to ask Tomer that. I am not 100% sure when he has that on his list. We're playing some 4-color legends. Hey, what's up, Jay Zoller? Universal banning of blue. Well, I think you're going to be disappointed, Jay Zoller. I expect that we will see some blue decks at the Pro Tour. Oh, man, Planeswalker would be great. That would make us very happy. Opponent. So we're basically taking advantage of some legendary sorceries, lots of legendary creatures, some big angels and planeswalkers. There's no really specific combo. It's mostly just powerful things, but History of Benalia. Well, kill Chupacabra. Go to combat. Get in. Hit our opponent. We're not really drawing our top end stuff this game. I expect that Jeskai control will be decent at the Pro Tour, and the mono blue deck might even show up. We've seen people playing at GPs. This is my deck for my LGS for FNM. Went 4-0, but a bit slow for the win. Ooh. Oh. Yikes. That is gruesome. Well, I guess it could be worse. It's Land and War Wild Growth Walker. Come on, big draw. Come on, big draw. Oh, my God. So driving me insane. Attack, treasure. Opponent blocks. Well, we need our opponent to whiff, too. Some like it hotly. Ooh. Alright, opponent whiffs. That's good. Opponent passes. Justice Strike. Pump our dorks. Well, good game. Okay, good game. Let's attack. Is our opponent giving up because they... Wow. Wow! Well, definitely sacking that treasure to pump Lannery Storm. The Huatli deck looks fun. That's kind of like a really interesting take on tokens. I like the Divine Visitations and such. Definitely a unique take. And Huatli is still so powerful when it gets going. If you ever... I gotta get... Oh my God. No way. Wow. Right when our opponent was like, good game, they top deck a Zoni, and now they win. Well, opponent was a little premature with their good gaming, I think. Oh. Play a land. Oh boy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Kill, dome. We still don't win, though. Ha. Ha. Oh, let me see Izazu. Yeah, that was a good top deck. They get to sack and draw. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4. So go 11. You. Do some sacking. Hopefully I counted this right, or we're going to time out. Oh, I hate the treasure animation. It is my least favorite animation in Arena. Pump our Lannery Storm. Kill some stuff. Kami of the Crescent Moon looks fun. Lots of card draw. What would you recommend for a PPTQ this Sunday? I play a lot of Grixis, but it seems bad at the moment. Ooh. Man, that's so hard to say right now. Attack with everything. Get a treasure. Blocks. 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 Kill some insects. Yes, kill some insects. What did our opponent... If this is another Azoni, I swear to God. I swear to God, Magic Gods. So... It's really hard to say with the Pro Tour coming up. So much is going to change. Maybe even by Sunday, people will be playing the hot new Pro Tour decks. I like Jeskai Control. I like the Drake decks. Golgari is still reasonable. I would probably play some sort of Drake decks. I think the Drake decks are good. Opponent. Assassin's Trophy. Staying alive. Just barely. Well, we get a land out of our deck. We have drawn a lot of nothing. I guess our opponent somewhat has two. Opponent down to 2. Whiff. Whiff. We need 1 whiff. Hey, from the U.S., Escal 13. Welcome. Good to have ya. An opponent. That was the real good game from Bolas. So who are you rooting for? At the Pro Tour? Is there any... When you watch a Pro Tour, are you just kind of in general rooting for decks? Or are you rooting for specific players? What is your Pro Tour strategy. Alright, so we definitely want all the Ruinous Blasts. This is the best Ruinous Blast matchup. Justice Strike is a little hit or miss. I think we can trim Justice Strikes. It doesn't hit all of their best things. Trostani's decent. Angrath, Deathgorge Scavenger. I think last time we took out all the Justice Strikes, which might be greedy. And went up Deathgorge, Deathgorge, and... let's just go Trostani. I think that's fine. Let's try it like that. I root for Reed Duke and Corey Burkhart. Those are good rooting choices. Christian, yeah, Christian's awesome. Calcano. I root for a deck to take to FNM and always LSV. LSV is very rootable. I also, yeah, I root for Nassif too. Nassif is, it's one of my favorite streams to watch. I like Nassif. Also Mengucci because I like his accent, so I want him in an interview. Accent's a good reason. Peach Garden Oath, yeah. Peach Garden Oath is some of the best players, that's for sure. Jerry Thompson, yeah, I think Jerry's actually playing this time. I have not heard of any boycotts at this point. Well, we got Ruinous Blast. We will keep. Ruinous Blast is so insanely good in this matchup if we resolve it. Land, goo. Opponent. Swamp. And a Branchwalker. Yeah, Wesco isn't going to be there, unfortunately. Yeah, Reed Duke is an awesome guy. Yeah, I saw on social media that Wesco is not going. For the first, I think he said 10 years since he's missed a Pro Tour. He's only silver, so he deferred his invite to the Cleveland Pro Tour and is not going to this one. Oh boy, this hand has got a lot of power. Well, that's just history of Benalia. Pass the turn. The Pro Tour is standard in Guilds of Ravnica draft. Starting tomorrow morning, 9 a.m., bright and early. I'll do wrap-up articles each day for the website, so... Chupacabra. Opponents played some not great Chupacabras. I mean, that's fine, but not exciting. Make a Knight. Play Rootbound Crag. Huh. I want to set up this Ruinous Blast. I also want to hit our land drops. Maybe we just keep waiting. Let's... let's Shalai. Pass the turn. At a Pro Tour where you could play White Weenie and Wesco isn't there, that is a shame. That would be his jam. That's always been his deck. Yes, 9 Eastern tomorrow. So like 6 Pacific and other random times in different parts of the world. Opponent. Huh. Is this a trick? Oh, they want it in the graveyard? Alright, no blocks. Oh, that's what it was. Yeah, Raph would be super sweet in this deck. Wow. If we draw a land here, it's so good. Oh, got him! Got him! Oh, we got him in a half. This is why I love Urza's Ruinous Blast so much. Wow! Get it all! Get it all and nothing on our end. Oh, it's so good. Oh, blast him. New to the stream, any quick way to see the deck list? Yeah, so I'm working on... We used to have an overlay on stream, but for now, I'm working on having a way to have it back on screen for arena videos. It was covering up too much stuff, which people were complaining about. So for the time being, if you ever want a deck, just exclamation point deck or exclamation point deck list in the chat will give you the goldfish link to the deck. Man, that was so good. Oh, I love getting people with Ruinous Blast. We even got a Saga for value. That was pretty good. I'm basically playing the blue-white Wrath Flash deck on Arena. Been incredibly happy with the synergy between Wrath Schlei and Ruinous Blast. Yeah, instant speed Ruinous Blast is even more absurd. Opponent elfing it up. Oh, wow. Alright. It also exiles, which means our opponent doesn't have all that annoying stuff in their graveyard, which is even better. Mega Pirate. Go attacking. And we seem to be good at beating up on Golgari. Opponent. Land. Have you thought about doing an upgrade video for the free Arena decks? Yeah, so we're doing the free-to-play Fish series on the YouTube channel. If you haven't seen it yet, Krim is doing that one, which is cool. So you can see those on the YouTube series. Right now, it is about upgrading, starting with the normal deck and using your wild cards to upgrade. But right now, it's mostly been playing through the intro decks, and then after that's done, it'll switch a little bit more towards actually upgrading those decks and doing like kind of budget decks out of those decks. So it is heading more in that direction with the free-to-play Fish series. Block Llanowar. Yeah, Krim has definitely been a sweet addition. Ugh, alright. Sweep the board-ish. I mean, we still have a Vraska, so yeah. Oh boy, and a Karn. Alright, let's just keep playing Planeswalkers. I'm pretty fine with all of this. Take up a card. Get some lands. Temple Garden. Treasure Map. Scry with Treasure Map. To the bottom. And take up Vraska. And I think we got this one. I'm pretty sure we got this one. Would the budget decks builds be based off of opening all the free decks? Yes. I believe it would take that into consideration. Ew. Carnage Siren, eh? Huh. That's actually kind of a hassle. We could use another Ruinous Blast. That would be good. Oh. Look at that, boys and girls. Look at that. Oh boy, it's happening. It's happening. The dreams are being lived. Scry, loot, get rid of the land. Go to combat. Hit our opponent. Yeah, what can you do? What can you do? Pirate. And now I think we just win with Vraska Ultimate. We're getting the good game, although last time we almost lost after our opponent good gamed us, so I don't take it too seriously. The Magic gods are smiling on this one. Alright, pass the turn. Would you play a list I won my local 5K with? It's Jeskai Ascendancy combo. Dropped 3 games in 11 rounds. Ooh, that sounds pretty spectacular. I would definitely look at it and potentially play it. Alright, get rid of Sacred Foundry. So yeah, I would love to see it at least. Put our opponent to 1. Make a Karnstruct. Play Aurelia. And pass the turn. Yup. Do you think Super Friends deck is competitively playable in Standard, and if so, with who? I haven't built a Super Friends list since rotation. Alright, opponent staying alive, Assassin's Trophy. I'll get a Swamp. I don't see how our opponent comes back from here, though. I'll take up. What do we have in exile? So I would have to build one. There might be at least a semi-competitive one. We do have a decent amount of good Planeswalkers. And some interesting payoff stuff. Like the legendary sorceries work really well with Planeswalkers. We still have Oath of Teferi too, which is really sweet. Tristani. I mean, I guess our opponent's got to draw a sweeper. And then maybe they live. Opponent blocks. Yep. Go ahead. Man, we've been crushing Golgari. That's for sure. I guess we've only lost one match, and that was to Mono Blue. Ooh. I don't think that does it. Gets back a Llanowar. Yup. Oh! Alright. Good game, good game, good game. Up to 3-1. And this crazy deck has kind of been working. It's kind of been functioning pretty well somehow. Maybe we'll actually feed the children, arena style. As much as you could feed the children on arena. Feed them some sweet, sweet, untradeable cards. Some gold. Here, children, have some gold. Ruinous Blast is so good. Yeah, Ruinous Blast is absurdly good against Golgari. Good luck on the thesis, Spawn Love. Thanks for hanging out. We'll be back next week, of course, with another one. So have a good weekend. Ooh, pretty budget list? What budget list are we looking at? Blue-White Wrath. Yeah, Wrath Flash is definitely a fun deck, too. Alright. Close enough. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no, not again. Oh, we're going to beat everything except for Mono Blue, and we're going to lose to Mono Blue every time. I can see where this is heading. I can see it already. Land tapped. Oh, no. Tempestion. Get that out there. Why would you not? Well, Isolated Chapel. History of Benalia. Opponent. Island grows the Jin. Gets in. Oh, so much damage. Down to 13. Mega Knight. Let's Captain. Opponent. Thinking. Ops. I mean, I guess we can try a Knight. I'm still not convinced that they're good, but we could try it. I'll go to combat. There's a Trickster. For the captain. I'll go attacking. This deck is pretty obnoxious. Sacred Foundry. Pass the turn. Yeah, Jin gets big pretty quick. Sleep. Okay. Well, let's see if we draw land. Okay. History Ultimates. Well, play Lyra. In theory, this could save us. We'll see what our opponent finds. In theory it saves us. Trickster kills us. Exclusion Mage would kill us. Hopefully they're just holding a million counters. Curious Obsession on Trickster. Opponent. Wow. Huh. So dive down? It's got to be dive down. So let's block there. Alright. Block Trickster. Opponent gets to draw. We drop to 3. Man, this is going to be close. I got a question. Jace is my favorite Planeswalker. I'm trying to find a shell that Cunning Castaway is actually good in. Do you have any ideas? Maybe some sort of like Merfolk shell. I've never found a shell where it's actually been good. There's some where it's okay, but I don't know if I've ever found one where it's actually good. What options do we have? I mean, we're dead to a counter no matter what. We can't beat a counter. Deafening Clarion would be great. Maybe we just Deafening Clarion. Yeah, I mean, we can't beat a counter anyway. Actually, so we should just attack first. We're dead to a counter regardless. So get in. Gain some life, hit our opponent. Deafening Clarion. Counter? No counter? Alright. Yep. Well, they got the counter. Lyra has lifelink. And remember, it deals 3 damage to each creature, so our other creatures all die. Yeah, they had a counter no matter what, so this feels like a matchup that is not good for our deck. We have not had any meaningful success in this matchup, so Duresses can come in. Ruinous Blasts are great if they resolve, and then everyone wants to try Night of Autumn. I don't actually think Night of Autumn is very good, but we will try it and see. People want to try Night of Autumn over History of Benalia, so we'll give it a shot. We can go down to Vraska. Go down Jaya's Emulating Inferno. And Yawgmoth's Vile Offering? Something like that, I think. Not Grammy Mayhem. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big soups here for our new subscriber. Nomox Ambers. Angrath. Is it good? I feel like it's just expensive and gets spell pierced. Like, what would we cut for Angrath that it would actually be? I mean, I guess we can. Karn isn't great. If we can play Angrath over Karn, that's fine. Karn is kind of so-so. We could also bring in Banefire, I guess, over Vraska. Vraska's just so slow. The name is on the deck list. It was from one of our infamous small Japanese tournaments. The deck is too slow. They get board advantage. Just hold it. Banefire could help as removal. Yeah, we'll give Banefire a shot. It might be alright. I feel like we just lose quickly is the problem. Like, if we actually resolve stuff and stabilize, we have way more power. But that doesn't actually happen very often in this matchup. So, Rootbound Craig. You. Island. Oh boy, it's happening. Now, Temple Garden, untapped. Azur's Gateway. Pass the turn. No Curious Obsessions, please. Ritual should be in the sideboard. I mean, we got a bunch of Deafening Clarions. There it is. Alright. The dream has died. We can't beat it. We cannot beat this draw. Alright. Opponent. Passes. Well, Clifftop Retreat. Play Captain Lannery Storm. Yeah, Curious Obsession, really good. It is really good. And I mean, it's partly our deck's fault. Our deck is very top heavy. And it does not have a ton of just cheap removal. even after sideboarding, the deck doesn't have a lot of cheap removal. So it's partly that our deck just does not line up with this deck. Yeah, it does seem like Mono Blue has Curious Obsession. I swear to God, this is exactly how we lost to this deck on our only other loss. So we've crushed every non-Mono Blue deck, but we are also getting crushed by Mono Blue repeatedly. That seems to be the story of 4-Color Legends. And in defense of our losses to this deck, our opponents had Curious Obsession very consistently, and multiple Curious Obsessions in multiple games. Hey, see you, Nellstone. Thanks for hanging out. Have a wonderful weekend. Yeah, more cheap removal could be helpful on the side. Wow, opponent whiffed. Rootbound Crag. Okay. I'll play Rootbound Crag. I mean, I guess we're just trying to race. Play Aurelia. Go to combat. I mean, they're drawing lots of cards, but if they don't draw any... If they don't draw any action, maybe we can just race here? Saga Treasure. Loot. Ooh, and a Lyra. Okay. I mean, get rid of the forest. Hit our opponent. Alright. What do you got, opponent? Oh, there's the land off the top, just when they needed it. Gets in. Down to 10. Well, we have enough pressure that at least they might not have the luxury of just sitting back on counters forever. They might actually have to try to deal with our stuff. Opponent draws a million cards. Storm Tamer. Discards. Oh, they gotta have multiple counters, many counters. Many counters. Can't block with Aurelia because this thing can't be blocked as its main ability. They're gonna counter whatever we do. Go to combat. Target Aurelia. Maybe our opponent will like tap out for a Trickster and we can resolve a Lyra. Alright. Apparently not. Attack. Mentor. Get some treasure. Opponent takes it. Well, make him counter. Play Shalai. Opponent counters. Play Clifftop Retreat, loot with Gateway. We could hit like a 2-mana removal spell. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, go down Lyra. I mean, here's our Knight of Autumn. It's alright, chat. It is the time. It is the time to see if Knight of Autumn is the solution. Thank you for the cheer, by the way. Opponent. Well, we can find out once and for all. Opponent gets in for 3. Hits us. Yeah, Lyra's not going to resolve. If we go with Knight of Autumn Shalai, we can play 2 things. And maybe 1 thing resolves. Because our opponent does have to deal with our board. Yeah, nothing resolving is a big issue. That's a problem. Like, when this deck draws so many cards, they always have a counter. Because the deck is like 20-some counters after sideboarding. It is just literally infinite counters. You have lethal on board, don't you, after sacking a treasure? We do technically have lethal on board. Warkite Marauder. Well, play Shalai. There's the counter. So 5, 6, 7, 8. I mean, I think we have it, right? Trample is red. Yeah? Alright. Go to combat. This should do it. Target Lannery Storm. Attack, attack. Make a treasure. Wow. We beat the double Curious Obsession draw. We raced them. Aurelia coming through. I cannot believe we actually won this game. I should probably go. I'm going to go full control. I'm a little nervous that they somehow skipped through something here. I mean, we just have lethal, so looting... With our opponent tapped out, we just have lethal, so looting doesn't even really matter. We just sack the treasures for lethal. Opponent blocks and blocks. Well, sack a treasure. Sack a treasure. Sack a treasure. I mean, I guess we can also loot, but... We don't want our mana to go to waste. But we do just win. Alright. Aurelia, yup. And now we can go off full control. Pump the Lannery Storm, and that should be game. Whoo! Trampling over! Man. Thank you, JP. I'm glad. Thank you. I love you as well. Whew! I cannot believe we won that. That is a pretty unlikely victory. Well, I mean, I guess the Knight's fine. It didn't do anything, but it seemed like it might have. Do we want to change anything else? Do we just run it back? Maybe we can get there. I feel like this is a bad matchup, but we got a game. Our opponent's going to be on the play. So if I was going to rebuild this deck, I would definitely find a way to put some shocks or some cheap early game removal. Because I think that's the main thing. And I think this is probably especially important on Arena, where we tend to see more aggro decks. But I would definitely look to add some early game removal to the sideboard. Isn't Inferno great? Sort of. It is good. It gets countered very easily by Siren Storm Tamer, and it's kind of a painful thing to be countered. It's just a lot of mana and it gets countered. So actually I don't think it's that good. Like, it's great if it resolves, but I think that great if it resolves, Urza's Ruinous Blast is just better. So I think we'd rather just have all the Ruinous Blasts as our expensive. If it resolves, it's awesome. Because remember, you gotta have a legend to cast it, so it's not like we can fire it off on turn 3 for X1 or something. Alright, run it back. I think Karn's a bit slow. Yeah, Shiv and Fire would be a great addition to the sideboard. Just some other way. Why no History of Benalia? People want to try out Knight of Autumn. as the sideboard plan to kill Curious Obsessions. So the first time we played against this deck, we stuck with the histories. This time we're trying the knights. Huh. No early game removal, but that's not really a surprise. This looks a lot like the hand that won last time. Do we just try it? Yeah, we still have one card. Fiery Cannonade could be good. We do have sweepers. They just tend to get countered. Ooh. That link doesn't seem to work for me, Stoplight Man. Alright, we're going to try it. It's not like we have cheap removal to mulligan into anyway, so we might as well. Well, no one drop. Sacred Foundry is actually pretty sweet. That lets our other stuff come into play untapped. There's Misty. Well, Cliff Trop, Treasure Map. Wow, did our opponent keep one land? Are they going to Curious Obsession? Wow. Opponent kept one land, no one drop, and drew it. Drew it. And there's the land. Interesting. Well, Captain Lannery Storm. Now the card draw has begun. Go attacking. Get a treasure. One day we're going to play against this blue deck, and our opponent is not going to have this set up on turn 2. I swear. Sooner or later it's going to happen. Opponent. Land. Hey, welcome, Destiny, perhaps. Good to see ya. This has happened too many times. Agrath will get countered. It's 100% to get countered. It always gets countered. So we've played against this deck 6 games now, and they've had at least 2 Curious Obsessions on turn 3 and 3 of them. Arcdeacon, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big Zooms here for our new subscriber. Opponent passes. We draw not much. So they're going to counter whatever we do. They're going to draw a million cards and counter whatever we do for the rest of the game. Alright, go to combat. How do we... Attack. Get a treasure. Opponent takes it. I mean... yeah, alright. No counter? Yup, pass the turn. Should have Angrath first. I think the main goal is to try to get our stuff to resolve. An extra point of damage isn't super relevant compared to the chance that our opponent tricksters to stop our damage. So I think it's right to do it afterwards and try to get our opponent to trickster. I mean, it's definitely a sweet deck, Asian. Definitely good for budget players. That's for sure. I think I just get tired of it because with how the economy's set up on Arena, it's just so hard to build decks that it feels like people can't change decks even if they want to. Well, go to combat, attack. Hoping that Mono Blue has a counter is not a especially realistic, or does not have a counter, is not an especially realistic hope, but at this point, that's really all we can do. Hit our opponent. I mean, there's not much else we could do except fire it off and just pray to the magic gods. Wow. Okay. Wow. Well, that's the least likely thing I've ever had happen. I have no idea how they drew so many cards and did not have a counter. All right. Well, we're alive. All right. Aurelia. Go to combat. Pump Captain Lannery Storm. Go attacking. Get a treasure. Ugh. Okay, they got a dive down. Well, let's treasure map. Pass the turn. Oh, maybe. Maybe. I mean, I'm surprised we gave ourselves a chance by having our sweeper resolve. Opponent's looking for an island to pump this Jin. Scries to the bottom. I think there's a lot more than 8 counters after sideboarding usually. I think there's like 10 to 12 in the main deck usually, and then after sideboarding it can go all the way up to like 20. I don't know how many they have in their deck right now, but there's definitely a lot, potentially. Stormtamer for our opponent. If they don't have a land we can block, alright, scry with treasure map. Yeah, we don't really want more lands. Draw a card. Well, go to combat. Aurelia. I don't know if we can attack. This attack is rough. Yeah, mono white's pretty reasonable. The problem with attacking here is if our opponent tricksters, we just lose Aurelia. For straight up nothing. And if our opponent has 6 cards in hand and not a land and not a counter, the odds of them having a trickster are incredibly high. Like, the only thing that makes sense is dive downs and tricksters. Like, I don't know what else. I guess they could have, like, essence scatters. But we don't really win if we don't kill our opponent. Jeez. Ugh. Yeah, alright. I think we gotta do it. I don't have high hopes, but I think we lose the long game, as strange as that sounds. Opponent blocks. And blocks. So it looks like a dive down. Yep. Well, Night of Autumn. Pass the turn. If you considered this, then you should have led with the Knight pre-combat. What does playing the Knight pre-combat do? Other than give our opponent, like, information about what we don't have in our hand. Oh, to try to, like, bait out a counter? Nah. Maybe. I don't think Knight is threatening enough for our opponent to even care about countering it. Azur's Gateway does not do enough here. Huh? Really? They were both in a row? Alright, apparently they were both in a row. Well, play Azur's Gateway. Okay. Yeah, it is definitely a tough spot. That is very for sure. Loot with Gateway. I'll get rid of Sacred Foundry. Go attacking. And pass the turn. Yeah, well, they had it all. In hindsight, like, they haven't drawn an island. We could have just been playing defense with that Aurelia. I think the attacking, I don't know. They could have easily drawn an island and ruined our blocks anyway, so maybe it's just correct to go for it regardless. Yeah. I don't know how we get out of this now. Treasure map, flip, no Karn. Loot with Azur's Gateway. Yeah, alright. Get rid of Deafening Clarion. Lyra. And counter, I'm sure. Or Trickster or whatever. Yeah, alright. Well, that's the story of... that's the story of Four Color Legends. Basically, we played a competitive constructed event. We ended up 3-2, which, I mean, that's a reasonable record for a rogue deck. But it seems like the deck definitely has some issues with the mono-blue tempo matchup. Because that was 100% of our losses. We crushed our other three matchups. Golgari twice and mono-red, or Boros. It was mostly mono-red. So we finished with a 3-2, which, I mean, that's fine. We get our money back. We get, and then some. We get our reward cards. Feeding the... oh, man. It's so depressing. All right, Spell Swindle, I think, is a card I didn't have. Vraska gave us 1.1 in the vault. So going back to this deck before we wrap it up. Yeah, we'll definitely try mono white at some point. Hey, what's up, Lord Hessler? Awesome, good to see you. Thank you so much for swinging by. So this deck... my advice would be, especially if you're going to play it on Arena, like, the deck itself felt pretty solid. It feels like it's fairly competitive. Urza's Ruinous Blast was super great in some matchups. We have a lot of good cards, Lyras and Shalais. Captain Lattery Storm was actually really good. The treasure token is really relevant. the biggest thing that it seemed like from our matchups, and not to overreact to one set of 5 matches that we played, but the biggest thing seemed to be the sideboard finding some room. Like, we have ways of fighting aggro. This deck, its main plan against fighting aggro is trying to go kind of wide with the sideboard with, like, Knight of Autumn. That's a card really good against decks like Mono Red because of the life gain, and it can sometimes blow up a random artifact. Like, it's good in other matchups too. Same with Death Gorge. Like, it's life gain against Mono Red aggro decks, and it fights the graveyard against Arclight Phoenix decks or whatever. So that was the main plan of the deck, but that plan doesn't really work against Mono Blue. And if you're actually going to play Mono Blue regularly, which if you're playing Magic Arena, you definitely will, because it's just like the cheapest deck to build as far as competitive decks, I think you need some actual removal to kill the creatures, because the problem against Mono Blue, it's not gaining life. The life gain doesn't matter. The cards are the problem. And when they get to Stick a Curious Obsession and draw so many cards, it doesn't matter how much life you gain. They're just going to outpace you in cards and counter all your stuff and win eventually. So I feel like we need to add some, like, Shivan Fires maybe would be a good option. That might be the best option. Killing a mono red creature on turn 1, also a little bit more value in the late game with Kicker. So I feel like changing up the sideboard, on Arena, maybe we don't even worry about, like, playing Banefire for control and this extra Jaya's Emulating Inferno. Maybe we're cutting some of that control-ish stuff, bringing in some Shivan Fires for the early game. Vraska's Contempt seems helpful against Planeswalkers, but there again, like, this might be a deck that just wants 3 or 4 Shivan Fires to deal with the early game. Ooh, let me see Stoplight Man. The Bolus Bus! Whenever Bolus Bus attacks, target opponent discards a card, and you draw a card. If Bolus Bus deals combat damage to a Planeswalker, gain control of that Planeswalker. Ooh, that's actually a super fun design. Gain control of a Planeswalker is something we haven't seen before. So anyway, that's my take on this deck. It was fun. We did some really cool things with it. Could shore up the mono blue matchup with the sideboard, but if you like playing all the colors and just kind of going crazy with Legends, seems like a pretty reasonable option. I feel like you can untap Traxos well. That's true. I mean, you could throw in a Traxos if you wanted to. The problem with Traxos right now is a lot of people are playing things like Chupacabras and stuff, and even like Lyras and stuff run into that to some extent. So just being a big creature isn't the best right now in Standard, because you kind of like play your Traxos and then hopefully untap it the next turn and attack with it. So it just doesn't match up that well with things like Ravenous Chupacabra, and it doesn't really help with our bad matchups. But if you want to test out a Traxos, you definitely could. We have plenty of historic stuff to untap it. So yeah, that's been basically my experience, Echo CD. That's been exactly my experience with Traxos, that it always seems like, oh, this is going to be sweet, and then you play it and you're like, that wasn't actually as sweet as as I wanted it to be. So, oh man, do I have a list for Torgar Thud? I do. It was a instant deck tech. I can see if anyone has an instant deck tech link, toss it in the chat. I can see if I can. I should be able to find the instant deck tech link. It's also coming for videos in the future as well. But if you look up the Instant Deck Tech on YouTube, you can find it. And Bolus Buzz was super awesome. Oh, man. So I think that pretty much brings us to the end for tonight, more or less. Do you think that Thousand Year Storm will do in the Pro Tour this weekend if it makes an appearance? My guess would be it doesn't make an appearance. My hope is that it does. And I think if it does, it would be a deck that, like, a few players figured out and caught people by surprise with, because I would assume most of the pros probably, hopefully, won't be expecting it because it's pretty under the radar. So you never know. It could be one of those sneaky decks that a couple of people play and do well with because other people aren't expecting it. So that would be I would be thrilled to see that, or any other crazy things to show up. So my vault is here because it's currently at 207%. Once it's over 100%, it's visible. It stays visible. So that's the trick to the vault. Thank you, Yo P. That's the Torgar Thud link. So if you want the deck list for that, like I said, videos are coming, but that's where you can find the deck list for now. Oh, man. So I think that does it for tonight, boys and girls. Pro Tour tomorrow. Like I said, I'll be doing wrap-up articles all weekend, keeping you up to date if you miss any of it. Keeping my eyes out, guessing it necklace, all that fun stuff. It's going to be super, super fun. Well, since we're at 200, we can actually open the ball. Like, once it appears, you just click on it and... actually... Alright, do that. You just click on it. And then your wild cards appear. Luxac for the 17th month in a row. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big Soup's here for our new subscribers. So reminders on the way out the door. Replay YouTube. That's where you can find all the old streams, including this one in the future. Normal YouTube. Tons of sweet MTG Goldfish content coming up. Tonight, Goldfish Gladiators. Playing some Quasi-Duplicate. Tomorrow, Commander Clash. Whisper Ooze combo over the weekend. Some standard for Budget Magic on Monday. So tons of stuff coming up on the YouTube. And one more time, the sponsor of tonight's stream, Ridge Wallet. And they make slim front pocket wallets out of carbon. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I'm so used to Ridge Wallet. They've been the sponsor for so long. The sponsor of tonight's stream is not Ridge Wallet. It is it is Taco Ninja Adventure, which is a team-based card and dice game for 2 to 6 players. It was created by Magic players and play tested between games at FNM. The Kickstarter is happening now, and you can get a copy shipped to your door for just $15. So check them out over at bit.ly/Taco Ninja Adventure. And you can also just click the link in the stream if you are interested. There's a link that'll take you right to it if you want to check out the game. So anyway, everyone, that does it for tonight. Thank you so much for hanging out. Thanks to everyone who subbed and donated. You all are amazing. Super awesome. So have a wonderful evening. Enjoy the Pro Tour this weekend, and we will be back on Tuesday with another one. So until then, have a great weekend, and yeah, see you on Tuesday.